One of us. One of us. One of
Great showing. You guys suck and you cheated.
Oh, we're recording? I didn't know we were recording.
It is the biggest transfer or free agent signing in the history of the United States in any sport.
Hey everybody, we're back. Just for a little quick teaser here. For all you Vanderbilt football fans, your team sucks and you're not going to have a good season. So we're going to do a little fun exercise for everyone involved. Kenny, I'm going to go specifically to you for this.
Excellent.
I'm going to run through Vanderbilt's schedule, and I want you to tell me if they win or lose the game. First game of the year, Hawaii goes to Vanderbilt. Who wins that?
I'll give them a win against Hawaii.
That's tough travel for them. Next up,
Yep.
Alabama A&M goes to Nashville.
They're going to win.
Next up, first road game, they go to Wake Forest.
I feel like Wake Forest could be a trap game for them. So, yeah, I'm going to say Vanderbilt loses.
Very good. Next up, Vanderbilt at UNLV.
UNLV is now coached by Barry Odom. I don't have much trust for him. Who did you say it's at UNLV?
At UNLV.
I think Vanderbilt will actually win this game.
Now we get into the fun part, the SEC schedule, because you know the media, 8 votes for first place in the East. First game they have, Kentucky at Vanderbilt.
Kentucky beats Vanderbilt.
I feel like we can go through it fast. Mizzou at Vanderbilt.
Mizzou beats Vanderbilt.
What's the score on that? What do you think?
I'm going to go with
31-17.
No. I think Vanderbilt scores 10 or less, and I think Mizzou puts up 42. 42-10, Mizzou. Luther Burden, 2 touchdowns. Don't ask me who's throwing them yet.
Yes,
All right,
they're going to be running touchdowns.
You get Vanderbilt going to the Swamp. Who you got?
Oh, wait. I almost said Vanderbilt. Wow. Florida.
That would have really messed up my chart. I already had you saying they're going to lose. Next, they get the privilege of hosting Georgia.
Georgia
They
could get
keep it
hammered.
within 35.
They could get hammered on Broadway Friday night and show up 5 minutes before the game and still put up 40.
Absolutely not. There's no way they win this game. This game will not be close.
Next, you got Vanderbilt at Ole Miss.
I think Vanderbilt plays Ole Miss close, but ultimately the Lane Train rolls with a win.
Yeah, they can hold that L as well. Then we got Auburn at Vanderbilt.
I think this is a trap game for Auburn. But I'm good.
It's 50-50. Let's go. SEC home team wins on a 50-50.
Vanderbilt at home. Wow, I can't
There it
believe I
is.
just said
They're
that.
on the board in SEC play. Next, you get Vanderbilt at South Carolina.
Okay, so Vanderbilt at South Carolina is, in my opinion, a more likely win for them than the Auburn game is. But I'll still pick South Carolina. I would not be surprised to see those 2 games flip-flopped, honestly.
That's true.
And then they get to finish it out at Tennessee.
Tennessee murders them.
All right, so for those of you keeping track at home, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 wins, 1 conference win, and we are officially smarter than 8 people who are at SEC Media Day.
Does that win them the SEC championship like 5 people thought?
It might. They could probably claim it and hang a banner.
Okay, cool.
Let's run down Mizzou real quick. So I got Mizzou's schedule pulled up. Let's all write it down. Or not, Cameron, you write it down. Let's all take our picks. Home opener, South Dakota.
We're winning that game.
I got a win on that one. Cameron?
Winning.
Second game, Middle Tennessee State at home. Winner.
Mizzou.
Mizzou.
All right, week 3 at home against Kansas State.
This is my first 50-50 matchup. I could see it going either way. I think Mizzou's going 4-0 into the LSU game, so I guess I will say Mizzou edges out Kansas State, but it wouldn't surprise me either way.
I actually think that we will end up losing this game. I hate to say it. I wish we would start out hotter. I don't think we win it.
Yeah, I think this is a loss as well. Memphis in St. Louis. We are technically the home team. I'm going to go that's a win.
That's a win.
Victory.
We should try and make it to that game.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
I'll be in Florida.
No, right?
We can still
Everyone
go.
else should make that game.
Vanderbilt in Nashville. That's a win. We can just
Well,
keep
I
on
already
going.
said
Let's just
Mizzou's
go
beat
ahead and
Vanderbilt.
scroll through that one.
Home against LSU.
We do tricky things against LSU. We've had some pretty memorable games. I think LSU is going to be pretty good. We win that game.
Oh. See, I think they probably lose this game. But what I would like to say is that to the idiot from Arkansas who tweeted out something about the mascots, and it was like, and then he grouped all the Tigers together and said, and Missouri. By the way, you dickhead, Missouri was founded almost 20 years before the closest institution. Go fuck yourself.
Fantastic.
So to be clear, that was a loss.
I do think the Bayou Bengals win.
Yeah, I have this as close. I think that Mizzou loses as well. At Kentucky.
We can't beat them. Loss. That's really unfortunate to say. Apparently, they have our number.
Kentucky is down. They don't know who's going to be their quarterback.
Neither
Assuming right now, if the Mizzou defense is the Mizzou defense I think they're going to get, I think Mizzou finally gets that monkey off their back and beats Kentucky.
I think Mizzou beats Kentucky out of pure revenge for what happened last year and the shit show that it was with the SEC officiating.
The fact that they overturned that rule
Yeah.
Oh my god.
angers
bad.
me. And then one of the
bad.
media guys was like, "Oh, you should feel good about it." No, I don't feel good about it.
No, not at all. Shouldn't have been
No.
called in the first place. Next one, at home against South Carolina. I think this is a win.
Spencer Rattler is the worst quarterback in D1 football. There's
JT Daniels says, hold my beer.
No. I would rather have JT Daniels cloned than Spencer Rattler.
But he
No.
looks like your boy Pat Mahomes and was really fun to watch on QB1 when he was a
doesn't.
high school sophomore.
He does not look like Pat Mahomes whatsoever. Cameron, make
They have
your
the
pick.
same
Let's go.
haircut.
That means nothing.
Boy, Jackson knocked
all
us
right.
a game after him. That means a lot.
November 4th, we go to Athens at Georgia. That's a
Loss.
loss.
Lost.
November 11th at home against Tennessee.
I think it's a loss.
I do too. I think Joe Milton is the real deal. I think that's going to be. I think he potentially. I think he's a top 5 pick next year. He's got a fucking cannon, and I think Tennessee beats Mizzou.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
if Tennessee plays like they did last year, I don't think we could do that.
I could see Tennessee theoretically sneaking past Georgia somehow.
I could too.
With the SEC records, because it's not about non-conference. It's only about in-conference. When you get that weird oddball, let's say Georgia does lose a game to somebody like South Carolina,
Yeah.
you could see Tennessee jump them.
Uga's going to Uga at some point.
I feel like that's like a 2% chance, but that means it could happen.
Yep. Cameron, did you make your pick?
Yes, they we lost.
All right. Home against Florida. I have that as a win. Florida does not play well in cold weather ever.
I think we win that. We have their number for some reason.
Yeah, Florida in November has been a tradition unlike any other for Mizzou. It
Yep.
entails victories.
We love to get coaches fired.
Yeah.
That is
and the
true.
last one at Arkansas, Black Friday. That is a win.
Do I got them like 10-2?
Kitty, it is alarming what you have them at.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah, you went real high on that one. I have Arkansas as a win. And that
That's
is
a win.
Sam Pittman's last game.
Okay, for sake of this, I'm going to change my bet to they're going to lose against K-State because there's no way they're losing to Arkansas. Arkansas is not our rival. If you're an Arkansas fan and you stumble upon this, you're not my rival. You're
You are forced down our throat.
the only reason I engage with any of you people is because, one, it's forced down my throat with a Twitter algorithm, and I work near your stupid, smelly state. That's it. You are nothing to me.
They
Cameron,
don't
what
belong
do
in
you
the
have?
SEC.
They don't, Paul.
That's right.
They don't belong in the
That's-
SEC.
That's right, Paul. They don't belong in the SEC.
All right, so what
the
are our,
only fan base who could get beat consistently by Mizzou and still say, we're the better team. It's just your Super
course.
Bowl. And it's like, well, if only there was a way for us to play against each other and know who the better team is.
You know, someday that will come up. Maybe when we have Oklahoma and Texas in the SEC and we don't have to play Arkansas, maybe they'll find a way that Arkansas and Mizzou can find out who the better team is. All right, Cameron, what are our final totals on this one? Because I can't wait to see 10-2 for Kenny.
No, that would put them at 9-3, right?
Kenny has them at 9-3, and me and you both have them at 8-4. Just getting there different ways.
See, I mean,
8's the number. I think 8's the number. I really do.
I think 8
Which, to
is
do
more,
the math, means that we're beating Tennessee or Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, here's the thing. Obviously, being an alumni, I'm going to be biased, and there's no toss-up games, right? If we were one of those media groups that would pussyfoot around this, we'd be like, toss-up game. We'd be like, 3 guaranteed wins,
Right.
3 guaranteed losses, 4 toss-up. No. We're just going to shoot our shot. I'm going to roll the dice. I think realistically, this team is anywhere from 7-5 to 10-2.
I agree.
It wouldn't shock me any other way.
Yeah, you're going to have the games that Mizzou loses that they should have won, and then they're going to find a way to win a game that they should have lost.
Exactly.
I think you're going to see a totally different program, a totally different play call set, and it's going to be way better.
Think of it this way. You are, if you're a Mizzou fan, you were, okay, what were they last year? 6-6?
Yeah.
6-6.
No. Yeah, 6-6.
You are 2 plays away from being 8-4, and that season is a great season.
Yep.
Except
Because you
you're
beat
fat.
Georgia.
Actually, technically, you're 3 plays away because Harrison Mavis actually makes the kick because he fucking warms up. God damn it! Nate Pete doesn't extend the ball,
Put
and
down the cheeseburger.
he runs into the end zone. And I forget who missed the defensive play, but Georgia won that game with only minutes to spare. You get that ball and you run out the clock, it's a completely different season.
Yep, I agree. That actually, I think if they beat Georgia, that changes everything that happens the rest of the season.
And again, it's talk about narrative, right? We kind of talked about it with Brian Harmon talking about the Open. If that's Tiger, you love to see it, but because it's Brian Harmon, you don't love to see it.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, cool. That was our brief SEC rundown, mainly the hatred of Arkansas and Vanderbilt. We'd love to see your comments. We'll post this as a YouTube short and just a nice, fun video for us. So hopefully we do have a 10-win Mizzou season. That'd be fantastic.
Nah.
It ain't going to happen. I think it's 8 or 9, and we'll go on from there.